Certified Lover Boy is apparently done, and Drake recently went on OVO Sound's Friday show to talk about the release of the album, and this is what he had to say. Album's cooked, looking forward to delivering it to you, and that confirms that it's very much on the way. So guys, let us know your expectations for Certified Lover Boy in the comments, and of course we'll be taking you guys through the entire rollout for this album, and of course the album review when it comes out, so stay tuned for that.
Absolutely, guys. So let's get into the rest of this statement because it's quite interesting, and it sounds like Drizzy's on a certain type of energy, and maybe we could hear it on the album, but let's start this off. And for the rest of you heathens, I want to tell you, because I know you're listening, because I know you're always don't trouble people's kids. Don't bother people's souls. Know what I'm saying? OVO, we aim for that head. We don't aim to please. You see it. Certified Lover Boy on the way, and that's for anyone in the way. So, geez, man, that sounds some warning shots.
We got a bar at the end of that too, man.
I think Drizzy, every time he talks, is just always speaking facts and kind of has that rhyme scheme going on to him. But I like this. I like that he's bringing this competitive nature back to hip hop. He kind of knows the sort of climate of the industry right now, and I think he knows that Kanye is releasing Dawn at the same time as him to be able to create that competitive spree again. So, how do you feel about this? And have you been enjoying the ride so far?
Listen, I mean, there's no 100% indication that this is aimed at Kanye, but it is the most obvious one because of, their entire, beef that they had in 2018. And the fact that, to me, the vibe that I got was that when Drake was really gearing up to release Certified Lover Boy, like when we felt that spirit as a community that it was literally right there, Kanye comes out and tries to steal his thunder by announcing Donda. I mean, look, I think the question now becomes that does Drake drop on the same date? Does he drop on August 6th? And I feel like, we had done a whole theory on this, where we spoke about how if you turn the logo of CLB sideways and you look at the L, it kind of looks like 8-6 referring to August 6th. And I mean, obviously that could still hold weight because, I was saying how even though that was released when he had, already done the release date being January 2021, like when he had put that CLB logo out, that's what the date was supposed to be. I still said how I feel like he planted it in there and never planned to drop in January. But nonetheless, now that we're here, I feel like he won't drop on August 6th just because he doesn't want to give that extra shine to Kanye because isn't that what he would be doing by dropping on the 6th?
Yeah, not only that, but the industry is a very different place right now. I feel like artists are making music for the fans and that they want their own proper spotlight and their own proper rollout. Like, how is Drake going to drop a single or a music video in the midst of all of this Kanye hype? It wouldn't be smart for that. And even if, Drake does have more hype to his music or has a larger fan base, that doesn't matter at this point because you're competing with Kanye. Those are probably two of the biggest artists in the industry right now. And anytime, either of those guys drop, everyone stops and stares, and we haven't gotten a competitive, let's say, record battle like that since 2008 with Kanye's Graduation and then Curtis. Was it 2008 or 2007?
It was in 2007, I believe. Let me look that
up.
No,
it was 2007 because that was the year Graduation came out, and then Curtis came out by 50 cents. So, I don't think that that's going to happen again. The warning, the statement just kind of seems like a warning shot.
There might be some subs back and forth, but what's pretty interesting is that ever since Drake came out and dropped his debut album, Thank Me Later, every year that Drake has dropped an album, Kanye's been there that same year dropping an album as well. Not only that, but of course in 2018, I mean, Drake had told Kanye that he was planning to release in June, and what does Kanye do? Not only does he drop his own album, Ye, in that month, but he makes his entire camp release their albums in that month. And that was just a couple of years ago. And now that Drake's back with another studio album, here comes Kanye rolling around the same time that we were all hyping up CLB and expecting it to come out. So I don't think it's a coincidence. I feel like, Kanye's just always had that competitive nature in him, and he will continue to do so, not only with Drake, but with anyone else in the industry. So I don't think Drake's going to drop. So let's actually talk about if he will drop in August, because he did say that the album would come by the end of the summer. But if you really take those words very literally, the end of the summer means September 21st. And that would mean that there's 7 possible weekends for him to drop until September 21st. So do you think he's actually going to drop in August?
I think so. I think it would be a smart decision, especially if he has material geared towards the summer vibe and that he wants to maybe get as much commercial appeal as he possibly can. I don't know. I don't know at this point.
Give me a date.
Give you a date. Give you a date. Okay, let me pull up my calendar here. I want to give you an exact date. What do you think is going to happen? You think it's going to come in the next couple of weeks, or do you think maybe he's going to extend it?
I think that, you know, him sending that warning shot saying like, look, I don't care who's in the way. I don't care who's dropping. When it's my time, I'm going to be releasing my album. And whoever's in the way is going to have to take all of the fucking, you know, take all of the collateral damage from what I'm doing, because this will be my time. So I feel like that means that it's coming in the upcoming week. So
I would say
my guess would be August 20th.
I have August 20th too. I feel as if it's right in the middle of, you know, the...
You told me September when we were talking earlier, though.
I don't know.
Changing your mind?
I'm changing my mind because it would be a smarter play for him to drop in the summer. Like, there's more of that appeal to it, and it probably has, like, that hype to be able to grow on. Plus, like, we've seen albums do extremely well in the summer. Example, like Travis Scott's Astroworld. It was dropped in August, the beginning of August, but still in August. And it had that longevity to keep going for the next summer and the summer after. So I think it would be a smart decision to drop in August. But the 20th seems like perfect sense right now, because if Kanye ends up dropping on the 6th, you have 2 weeks to do an album rollout right after it. Maybe it's not going to be as heavy from the week of the 9th to the 15th. Maybe because, you know, there's all kinds of Kanye rumblings and like the effect's going to be there. But once you get to like that second week after, I think it's a clear shot for Drake to go after.
I think that's fine, because if you look at what he did for Scorpion, I mean, he had announced the release date 2 weeks prior, but the actual rollout per se only started a week before the album came out, when you started getting billboards in major cities, and you actually got the trailer for Scorpion a couple of days before the album dropped. So this is the question that I have for you now is, what do you think exactly is going to happen from this point until Certified Lover Boy comes out? What do you think that we're in store for?
Oh, that's a very good question. A couple of different things, if I had to put my predictions on it. I think we're going to get another music video, maybe some more visuals for it, either if it's a different trailer or a snippet. Something's going to...
Another trailer? Really?
I think there's going to be something there, and I was really captivated by the first one that was dropped in October of 2020 with the whole thing of, you know, CLB dropping in January 2021. I love that trailer.
It was amazing.
It was fantastic, but I think he's maybe going to drop another visual to get the hype going again. I don't think a single is going to come.
Really?
I feel as if he's dropped a lot of material. Like the whole pre-rollout has been kind of already planned out and executed, because he's done so many features. You know, he's dropped an EP pack. He's also, you know, sort of preview different types of music on his IG, you know? So I think that there's going to be maybe a bit of subtle marketing behind it, but I think it's going to be sort of in the style of like how Tyler did it, not just without the single, you know? But how about you? What do you have to predict?
Yeah, I definitely don't think another trailer is coming, just because we already got that with, you know, him recreating the nostalgic album covers. So he kind of has that one down packed, and it's going to be kind of hard to top that trailer. But what I think he is going to do is drop one more single. I think that, you know, we had seen that he was shooting a music video with Future and Young Thug, and my guess is that that's going to be the last single that we get, probably 1 week before the album comes out. And I mean, we need this album more than ever, because Drake has been, you know, at his peak lyrically, I would say, with the latest features he's done on Seeing Green, BB King Freestyle, and look at a song like Lemon Pepper Freestyle. I mean, it took us up to this point to get one of Drake's most introspective tracks, and I mean, he was going off for like 5 minutes straight on that song. And if that's what we can expect, mixed in with some dance hall vibes and some more, you know, light R&B music for the summer, we're going to be having, you know, a really strong end to the summer, and that maybe will even give the summer more life to continue past September, just because of the strength of the music.
Absolutely. And then not only that, but you have two of the biggest guys, you know, gearing to drop in the month of August, and then the rest of the industry is clear to go. So who knows? You know, July was supposed to be filled with drops, and we didn't really get much until now. So it's starting to heat up again. You know, who knows when the industry is going to start flaring up and people are going to start dropping their albums. But guys, we're going to be taking you through the whole CLB rollout. So we've already done pre-content on this, and we're obviously going to be dropping our review/reaction on the night that it drops. Guys, thank you so much for watching through all of this, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching the video. It's always a pleasure doing content for you guys. Listen, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, because we're doing album reviews, and we actually have our series called Everything We Know, where we take you guys through the whole album rollout of the hottest releases of the year. Not only that, guys, but our Patreon plan is now live. You guys could access that in the bio. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.